Hello, dear friends. Hi, Anna. Are you there? Okay. This is... Hello, dear friends. Hello. Anna, are you there? Hello, everybody. I'm going to wait a few minutes. So today we're going to be talking about knitting in the round. How to change, a flat stitch, like any flat stitch, into the round. Let me see where my information is at. Hi Anna. Hi Tooth Fairy, how are you? Thank you. Last Wednesday I was traveling. I was on a plane. So not on it, in a plane. So hi Becky. Starlight, how are you, Starlight? Hi. What is it? Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi, Becky. Anyway, thank you very much for being with us. And so today we're going to be talking about, so many instructions that come flat, like knitting, like a scarf, like something flat. And so what happens if you want to knit it in the round? Like, what if you want to take something like this stitch on a scarf and you want to knit it round, like in a circle? So we're going to talk about that. And nice to see you. The crafts enthusiast. Hello. Hi, Jeannie. Great to see you too. Yay! Jeannie Eaton, how are you? Okay, so I guess we have. Do we need any more? I think we're lacking some people. Shall we wait for a few minutes? 1 minute. Okay. We have new visitors. Good. Let's see. Who is new? Mary, how are you? Mary Caraval. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Hi, Sarah. Hi. I don't know where Doug is, Tooth Fairy. I have no idea. I'm sick with this stupid cold, so I'm listening and do something. Some hooking. Okay. Okay. Indra. Hi, how are you? So nice to see you. Okay. So what we want to talk about now is, for example, what if you have a stitch and you made a scarf? So you have the front of the knit and the back. So you usually you have a front side and the right side and the wrong side. A lot of stitches are very complicated and you need to really pay a lot of attention to how the stitch is done. For example, when you have a stitch that is the same on the right side than it is on the wrong side. For example, then knit one, yarn over, knit two together. Knit one, yarn over, knit two together. And you do that coming back also. But since you are knitting in the round, this is the right side, this is the wrong side. But if you're knitting always on this side, that means that whatever you're doing in the wrong side, you're not doing it in the wrong side. You're doing it on the same side, on the same right side. Therefore, for example, I'm doing here, if you can see, I did knit 3 together, yarn over without taking it off the needle, and knit the 3 together again. So, and then I repeat, knit the 3 stitches together without taking it off the needle, yarn over, and knit the 3 stitches together again. So that means, and that is this row here. But that means on the wrong side, I would usually do a purl. But since I'm knitting on this same side, I am going to knit because that is the way I want it to look. When you're knitting a straight stitch, you have something like this. But a straight stitch is knit on the right side and purl on the wrong side. But when you're knitting in the round, you're knitting every row. So that means that when you have a stitch, you need to, if the wrong side row was supposed to be purled, you need to knit because that's the way you want it to look. Now, if you have a knit 1, yarn over, knit 2 together, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2 together, the 2 together fall in the same spot. Therefore, when you do the second round, you need to do purl 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, purl 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, because it needs to fall in the same line. So now I'm going to show you, for example, you know the horseshoe lace stitch, and Anna is doing just that, putting the horseshoe lace stitch, and I am, so therefore you have that. So I made a cowl with a horseshoe lace stitch, and I think Anna's posting the instructions on that too. So I am going to show what this is. On the right side, of course, you have to have a marker where you change your stitch. So you put a marker the same as here to know when to change your stitch, because this would be another round. This here would be another round. So you have to have a marker to know when your stitch changes. So on row number 1 of the horseshoe lace, so you do the row number 1. Row number 2 on the horseshoe lace is a purl, the whole row. Therefore, you need to knit the whole row if you're doing it on the right side, since you're going around and this is the way you want it to look. So you do your number 3 row the same as the instructions, but number 4 row, you need to, instead of purl 9, knit 1, purl 9, knit 1, you need to knit 9, purl 1, knit 9, purl 1. And the same with row number 6, instead of purl 9, knit 1, purl 9, knit 1, you need to knit 9, purl 1, knit 9, purl 1. And row number 8, instead of purling the whole row, you need to knit. So you need to change the stitch to make it look on the right side like you want it to look, because you're not using the wrong side at all, you know, when you're knitting. Anyway, that's the way it is. And just make sure that at the beginning, try to use a stitch which wrong side is usually a purl. So like that, you knit. the whole round. Now, of course, if you have instructions that say, for example, multiple of 3 plus 1, you need to make sure that you really need that 1, and it's and you don't need it for the circle, because you need only the asterisk part, the one that is a repetition. So if you have something which is like multiple of 10, so you need to do the multiple of 10 without adding anything for the edges. Now make sure that you do need that 1 in order to complete the stitch itself. So sometimes you do need it, sometimes it's just the adding for the edge. So make sure that you eliminate the edges so that you only have the repetitions going around and around and around and around. So that's the way it is. And let's see what you have this other pattern in the round knitting. I have several patterns in the round, and you have like that. You can see what it is when I have a 1 stitch that you usually knit by itself, and how you eliminate the edges to do the repetitions around only. So the craft enthusiast, well, I guess to use you're comfortable with the usually young. I didn't. Yes, I use the metric system. I have difficulties with anything else. Yeah, but the metric system, we use it all the time anyway. I mean, you use it to count money. You don't have like 3 cents makes 1 penny. So you have the 10 cents make it 10. 1 cent makes a dime. 1 dime makes 10 dimes make $1. So it's the same thing. It is exactly the same thing, but with measurements. So that's it. So what is it? Posted them. Okay, thank you, Anna. So yes, we have several cows that we have knitted in the round, and Anna's posting them. Yes, this cow is very pretty, but we do have it. We do have it as a pattern online. So I'm just showing you something that we already made and that we already posted. I don't know where the beginning is. Let me see if I can find it. It's a little bit difficult to find because when it's in the round and you don't have that edge stitch, it really, even if you change your stitch, it doesn't show much. So no, I don't see it. It must be something like you know. Anyway, I don't see it. But you do have to have your marker anywhere where the round begins, and then you go around and where it ends, so that you can do like row number 2, knit the whole way. Row number 3, and then you follow the pattern. Row number 4, I purl 9, knit 1, purl 9, or knit 9, purl 1, knit 9, purl 1. So make sure that you follow the pattern, and it's very easy to convert, especially if rows number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are only purl, because that's only knit when you're knitting in the round. So try it. Try a pattern that you have the even number rows as purl, and convert it into only knit, and try it. So you can see it's really, really easy. Give us written pattern, please. Yes, Anna is giving you the written pattern of that. The replay, go get it. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. Thank you, Trudy. What is it? You got lost? This for beanies. Okay, now for beanies, you can do the same thing. For beanies, make sure like you can make like a straight stitch measurement. And we do have hats that give you more or less a suggestion of how. I think we have a hat that has like basic measurements. So take that one and see how many repetitions it goes around your head. So if it's a 7 stitch repeat, so you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, let's say 90. So you need 9 times the repetition to go around. And so if it obviously it's not going to be this, it's going to be like this would be 1 repetition, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you repeat according to how many stitches you need to go around your head. And I do have a way of measuring the hats, measuring what goes around your head for a 9-inch circumference. Okay. Yes, because you have to see, you have to measure around. I have some of the knits there. Let me go get them real fast. I'll be right there. Don't go. So I'm back. So for example, I'm doing a little girl's dress here, and see I'm using circular needles, but I'm not attaching it. So I'm knitting on one side, purling on the other, but if I wanted to do it circular, I would have to knit around and around and around. Okay. Now, for example, this is a mitten. So this is, I'm doing it flat because it's very easy to do it flat and then sew it. But if you want to do it in the round, you have to make sure that you're following the pattern, the opposite of what the pattern shows in the front. That's what you have to do on the second row. So instead of if it gets too complicated, just make it flat and then sew it. But I do recommend that you try it because it's very easy. Not all the stitches are easy to convert. Not all of them, especially if you have a different pattern on every row. Then you have to sit and convert each stitch to make it look like you want it to look on the right side. Because since you're knitting in on the wrong side and it's completely different as the right, or it's not all purl, we have to really sit and convert it to look like a mirror. So, okay, so what is it? That much, 12-inch for a hat, so 9-inch or for socks only? Yes. A tutorial on a toddler sweater. Yes, I will. And I think we have one for Nicholas's sweater. I think we have one around there, Anna. Do you remember? We'll have one available soon for our website. What is it? I think we have Nicholas's sweater. Yes, of course, it depends on the yarn you use, the needles you use, and you have to make your swatch. And we show you how to do the 3 rules. So if you have 120, if 20 stitches give you 4 inches, in order to have 20 inches, how many do you need? So you multiply the cross given numbers and divide by the leftover one. So we do have that, the conversion. So, okay, I don't know what you're talking. For seams, we do have a video for seams also, Mary. We have a video for seams, and I do my seams completely different from everyone else because I like it not to show at all. I don't like thick borders on the inside. I like them flat. I like flat on the inside, and I like it not to show on the edges. So I'm very peculiar about that. Very, very. But I will show you some of, we have some. Are you doing that, Anna? We do have for seams. It's very different when you sew side to side, like in a sweater, or when you sew like this, which means a sleeve going into the side of the sweater, or when you sew like this, which is the front and the back of the sweater, which would be like the shoulders. So we have the shoulders, the side to side, and what is it that you're saying, Anna? So the shoulders, side to side, and sleeve to side. So we have the three. I think they are on the same tutorial. I think we do. Anyway, please look it up because it's very interesting. I know, I know, Trudy. You have conversation, and so I don't know but anyway, I know that you're talking about. Okay, let me see, the hats. Okay, so the hats usually it's 21 inches around. So that's for hats. For gloves, it's different. For socks, it's different. So I think you have been asking for socks, and Anna said that she will probably make a pair, but I can make a pair. I mean, it's not like I don't know how to. I just don't like to make socks because the seams, I don't know, the inside of the socks hurt my feet. I'm just very sensitive in my feet, but I know how to knit socks, so I'll make a pair and show you how to do that. Okay, so what are you talking about now? Basic knitting playlist where you can find, yes, the sewing sites. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Trudy. Thank you. Okay, with lace. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Anna also rocks. Yeah, she's a neat young lady. She's just lovable. And Nicolas is too, and my son is too. But I'm blessed with a wonderful kids. Wonderful kids, and my Nicholas, my grandson. So anyway, thank you very much for watching us, and I love you, everybody, and I will make another tutorial on how to cast on knitting wise. So because the one that we have is kind of awkward. Okay, thank you. Do you have a link to an easy sock pattern? I have instructions, not a link because I haven't made them, but I have instructions. You should definitely do lace leg warmers. Okay. Okay. You want them fancy. Not necessarily to make you warm, but fancy. Feminine. Okay. Luz Sanchez. Thank you very much, Luz. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Love you, everybody. And I will see you next Wednesday. And have a wonderful week. It rained in San Antonio Finally. So neat. Thank you so much. Rhythm. You just did. Okay. Thank you very much. Isis, Creations, how are you doing? Okay. Finally, I see you. Bye bye, everybody. And you have a wonderful rest of the day and the rest of the week. And thank you very much for being with us. I'll see you.